Today's video will walk you through the best bet and best way to catch live finger mullet and the best time of day to be fishing for these tarpon. Hope you enjoy it. Hey everybody, my name is Hampton Sylvia. I live down here in the Florida Keys. I'm originally from the Outer Banks, and up there our prime species is redfish, trout, and cobia fishing outside of Oregon Inlet. Up there our most common bait is artificial lures that will throw either back in the sound or sight casting cobia off of Oregon Inlet. Since I moved down here, my main targeted species is tarpon. I've had a blast using my North Carolina techniques catching them throwing lures, but I've also switched into casting net and live finger mullet and slowly drifting them out in the channels. So now I'll be walking you through how to load up your cast net. I'm left-handed, so for most of you, you'll be looking at it the opposite way. But what you'll see here, first thing is to make sure that you make nice, even coils as you pull out your rope. Once you get to the horn of the net, make sure you lift it all the way up as high as you can. And make sure all your bridle lines are straight. After that, I let it fold down just 3/4 of the way, not past my weights, and make a half moon to make sure all my weights are untangled. After this step, come back to your point in your thumb to pitch the weight and swing out again to make your second half moon. Always make sure your weights are tilted back, never forward. And all your weight is going to be put in your dominant arm for swinging and casting. So as you see here, my right hand lays right next to my stomach. My left arm follows through. Pancake every time. This net here is an 1.5-inch mesh. As you see, it sinks very fast. This is the main mesh I'll throw for catching finger mullet. Bait would be a live finger mullet, also known as a cord cob mullet. Two ways to rig them are either hooking them in the nose and or in the tail. If I know I got a lot of current and I'm feeding them behind the boat, I'll hook them right through the upper lip and let him slowly drift behind into the current. Or if it's a little bit slacker tide and I need to make sure he swims away from the boat and or down, I'll hook him right through the tail. And as you see right here, as soon as I hook him in the tail and throw him right in the water, he starts going right down to the bottom. Or that can be a good and or bad thing depending on how much current you have. If there's a lot of current and you do that to him, you're going to wear him out a lot quicker and it's going to kill him a lot easier. So you really have to decide what's the best scenario to use depending on how hard the current is and what kind of day it is fishing.